Hi friends, it's Archana here with Divine Soul Resonance. Masculine energy. A king, a warrior, a priest, a sage, a lover. A patriarchal society. Where did it all begin from? And what does it truly mean? The true essence of the masculine energy, and when the divine created the two polarities, the masculine and the feminine. I'm called to speak about one of my favorite movies, and I never tire of watching it. Gladiator, Russell Crowe. And I just kind of looked up, and it's interesting. It's made in the year 2000. Number 2 of balance. And I'll begin with why. I've seen that movie at least 100 times, and it's always one of my to-go when I want to feel inspired and feel and see the true goodness of people, or the other end. I watch that. One of my to-go movies. Embodiment. When you look at a king, benevolent, stable, mature, wise, giving, stern, yet loving, just. So you could rule a benevolent king who's revered and known, rules with the heart. Not through domination, not through the domineering and aggression. That's one way. And that is a distortion of the masculine energy, that fire energy. Now, why I brought that movie in was he is a warrior. Russell Crowe in that movie, Maximus, warrior. He was thrown in the dungeons. He was thrown in to become a gladiator, unknown, just used for entertainment purposes. But his heart was true. His heart was a heart of a king, of a true king. So a true king rules no matter where they are. And that's something to think about. It's the energy of that person, what they carry. So when Russell Crowe is there, why does he rise up? What is it that's about him that draws people in and puts him in a place of leadership? For he is strong, he's valiant, fearless, stands up for what he believes in, and stands up for the rights of others. Stands up for the rights of others. I don't want to miss, so I wrote a few notes. Warrior qualities of decisiveness, clarity of thought, selfless service, humility, that strength. So he remains calm and centered while under a challenge. He's inwardly aligned. So when you're in a presence, anyone, male, female, when you're in a presence of that person or that man, in this case I said the holder, most men are holders of the masculine energy. When you're in presence of that man, you feel safe, secure. You know that justice will be served. You know you will be protected and taken care of. You know, because that man is in touch with his emotions. He is a master of his emotions. He has mastered. It does not mean that he does not have the aggressive energy. Does it mean that he does not have the lower emotions of anger and fear? But he has learned to channel that through the heart. He has learned to channel that through the heart. And when a person embodies these characteristics and they live from that place of truth, they are connecting to the divine essence. They are connecting to who they are at the core. And that is the energy that they're radiating. And when they're radiating that energy, it is that energy that draws people in and places them in a place of leadership. In a place of leadership. So we may learn that these are the ways to be a good leader, to be a good... To me, it comes in balancing that aspect within yourself. Balancing and harmonizing the divinity of the energy that you have been given, that you are. Balancing it with that polarity of the feminine energy. Of that feminine energy. And I like this. It said, a warrior, his strength of stature is evident and unheralded, not needing accolades or compliments. He contributes without fanfare. Without fanfare. I think back of how Russell Crowe embodies these characteristics and how he brings forth the characteristics of divine masculine. One of the ultimate and the highest potential, for it is your true essence. But it requires work, it requires awareness, it requires understanding and willingness to make that shift. To make that shift. And I think back, and I'm not saying like Russell Crowe, but I can feel the energy of that masculine energy who rules with the heart. When they rule with the heart and they're just, and they're fair, and they're kind, and they're benevolent, you automatically bow to that energy. You respect that. You revere that. For they have learned to balance the lower emotions, or what we call as the reptilian emotions. And they're choosing to live from a place of higher consciousness. That is true masculinity. Not domination of another through aggression. That is an abuse of the energy that's given. Controlling that. Not just for the good of the self, but good of others. For the good of others. So I leave you today on this note. And we'll continue. We'll continue soon. Sending you much love and blessings.